Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Mood Lady. My name is Sophia Jeeves, and this is my channel where we talk about all things mental health with a specific focus on anxiety and depression. And so the other day, I posted a video about one of the most important two-letter words to improve mental health, or a two-letter word that is so fundamentally important to mental health and well-being, and that was the letter. It's not Sesame Street. This is today. It's about the word yes. It's a three-letter word. So we talked about all the things that we say no to, but what are the things that we can say yes to protect our mental health, to improve our mental health, to accelerate our mental health? And I can name a few. So one of the first things that we can say yes to is financial independence. Let's say yes to making financial decisions which will boost us up instead of take us down. I'm learning that lesson myself right now. Instead of getting that $7 Starbucks coffee every day to give me that boost, excuse me, that I make that coffee at home. I buy the same ingredients, and just making small and or large decisions to help me align my financial independence with my well-being. There's nothing worse than feeling bad about being in debt, or making the wrong financial decisions. That really does contribute to our negatively to our mental health when we make the wrong decisions. Um, the one thing that we will say yes to is romance, but romance in the way that we want it. Okay, not in ways that we don't want it. So, what would we say yes to? If you're looking for a serious relationship and somebody comes along and they check all the boxes, and they respect you, do they love you? Are they there for you? Um, yes. And if you go down the checklist and you find that you've answered no to any one of those questions, make your own checklist. Then the answer for this person is unfortunately no, no matter how attracted you are to this person. But if he or she answers yes to all the questions, I guess we have to be careful about saying he or she now, but if they answer yes to all those questions, then yes, go for it. So romance in the way that you want it. If you want a one night stand, but you're both okay with that because you can't commit, that's fine. No one should judge you. You shouldn't judge yourself. That's great. But if you want a long term, if you want a situationship, whatever it is, if you go into it and you've answered all your own questions and the answer comes up to yes, and you're feeling comfortable and you're feeling safe, go for it. Another thing that we need to say yes to is business relationships that are mutually beneficial, safe, and morally sound. So if you get an offer from a bank and you have concerns about it, and your concerns are not justified or reasoned with, then that's a big old no. But if everything feels right to you and you have that gut feeling that says yes, then go for it. But just make sure that you ask the right questions and that you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. So that really does contribute to positive mental health when we make those types of decisions. Another thing, and this is just my opinion, you can agree with me or disagree with me, but there seems to be a lot of emphasis on physical things. And the more that I evolve in this journey, in my own journey, I really feel like it's becoming less about the things and more about the experiences. So if you have opportunities that come into your life, fun life experiences like opportunities to travel to work and travel abroad, or things that would be what's exciting for me but not necessarily what's exciting for you. Something comes up that is pleasant, that you maybe feel a little bit anxious about, but all in all it turns out to be a positive proposition that this experience will turn out to be. Then go for it, say yes, because I think that at the end, and I don't know, but this is what I've seen and this is what I've heard. Like at the end of our lives, um, I think about myself, like what am I going to regret doing the most, or not regret, but like I think I would want to have said like I wanted to travel and I traveled as much as I could, or I wanted to have, in my personal case, I wanted to have a child, and I did. So it's those life experiences that tend to make life really good and enjoyable. And for me, those things are more enjoyable than what I have accumulated, like in terms of physical just stuff, because we can't take those into the next experience or whatever it is that's beyond. So say yes to those life experiences. If you have a friend who wants to has been bugging you to go on that girls trip for a couple of years, and it's safe, and it's there's nothing, no risks involved, go for it. Enjoy, because those are the types of things that, like, they're the drops in the bucket that can contribute to a happier life. So that's one thing. And then fun spontaneous moments, which is really related to the previous point as well. If you have a child, and the child wants to go, they live in the moment. They're not necessarily worried about what's going to happen tomorrow or what we're going to have for dinner. Or you have friends that unexpectedly stop by and say, let's go have a drink, or whatever it is. You can think of a million experiences, but say yes to those types of experiences, because 5 years, 6 years down the road, within reason, obviously, don't go and party all night long, and then you get what I'm trying to say. But say yes to those types of experiences, because in 5 years, your friendship might be in a different place, and you're like, or your friend might be sick, or you might be sick, and you can say, "Oh, remember that time when we just picked up and we just jumped in the car and we went on that road trip to Toronto or whatever it is, and we had so much fun that weekend. It was totally unexpected." Those are the types of things that can contribute to positive mental health. So, within reason, of course, all these points are are within reason. Don't go nuts. And finally, the last thing that I could think of to say yes to is, and this is something that I'm going to be working on and doing a series about on this channel, is um, say yes to those scary situations that well, not bad scary, but you know things that scare you, that would push you in the best way possible. For example, I have been working with stage fright for my whole life, and so I joined Toastmasters, and it helped me a lot. And I can talk about Toastmasters in a whole other channel, but and I have to get back into it. But it really did change my life. It helped push me out of my comfort zone, and that's exactly what I mean by do the scary thing. Things that push you outside of your comfort zone in the best way possible. For me, it would be, one of the things is talking in front of a large audience. I still would, have buckets and buckets of panic related to that. And one of the things I am going to be doing here is, I love to dance, and I've always loved to dance, but I'm really, really scared of dancing in front of people, and or in front of a camera. Like, I get kind of stiff, and I just get all self-conscious, and it's really weird. So those are the things that I would suggest we say yes to in life. Always, of course, within reason, but as somebody who has, been in the depths of depression, um, I'm slowly learning, and maybe you can show me too. What are the things you do to what do you say yes to in your life? Do you say yes to, like, spontaneous road trips, or you know your kid just randomly says, let's go for a hike? Yep, let's go. Get in the car, jump in the car, and go for a hike in the Gats, or the Gatineaux. We call them the Gats here in Ottawa, because I live in Canada, but the Gatineau Mountains, which are close by. But yeah, so what do you do to say yes to the things in your life that make you happy? Like, what are those things? Do you do artwork? Do you That's one thing that I would like to do. Do you Some people are avid cyclists, or they love to fish in the winter too. We have lots. Canada is a pretty cool place. We have lots of ice fishing up here. But yeah, I'm gonna close off there. But I just wanted to say that sometimes, as much as we say no to the situations that aren't convenient for us, or don't suit us, either physically or emotionally or mentally or in any way, shape, there's often situations that are good for us and are beneficial to our mental health and well-being, but we say no to just because we're not in the right frame of mind, or we're scared, or it doesn't feel right, or any of those things. But if there's one thing I do know, it's gently pushing yourself in the right direction never hurts. And taking small steps to improve our financial independence, taking small steps to speak to our partner in a way that they understand what our boundaries are, and how we want to be loved, and how we want to experience being in a relationship. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there, and share with me, what are your things that you do to say yes. It's a magic word, and it can be beautiful and wonderful when we say yes to magical experiences, within, obviously, within reason. So this is it. This is the Mood Lady signing off. Click follow if you want to join the circle and continue on this healing journey with us. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.